Why is testing so important for equipment used in explosive atmospheres? Hello and welcome back to the Explosion Protection Professional EXPP Micro-Learning Series. I'm Bob Johnson, your guide through the world of explosion protection. In our last video, we reviewed the importance of maintaining EX equipment and some key points to consider in the maintenance process. Today, we will look at the testing requirements for some vital protection concepts used to ensure compliance with the relevant 60079 standards and what types of tests we must do once the equipment is in service. Let's begin with IEC 60079-0, the foundational standard. It established general requirements and definitions, setting the stage for the detailed testing procedures found in subsequent standards. It's like that guidebook that ensures that we're on the right path. It guides in the proper marking of EX equipment and defines terminology used in subsequent standards. Now, each specific IEC 60079 standard addresses particular protection concepts. Take the 60079-1 for example. It focuses on flameproof enclosures. Testing here involves ensuring that the enclosure can withstand an internal explosion and prevent the ignition of surrounding atmospheres. Looking at the IEC 60079-7, which deals with increased safety. Here, the testing involves verifying that no sparking or overheating can occur, ensuring the equipment's increased safety is maintained. It's like stress testing the equipment to its limits. We also have to test against impact, ingress protection, accelerated aging, and other factors that ensure the equipment is safe to be used in explosive atmospheres. The 60079-11 explores intrinsic safety. The testing here revolves around ensuring that under normal and fault conditions, the equipment doesn't produce sparks or thermal effects that could ignite a hazardous atmosphere by limiting the amount of energy that can ever be exposed in an explosive atmosphere. The 60079-18 addresses encapsulation. Testing involves confirming that the encapsulate equipment remains safe even if the enclosure or component is breached. With this protection concept, we need to ensure that whatever ignition source is properly protected by using a sealing material surrounding the arcing component. Consider IEC 60079-19, which focuses on equipment repair, overhaul, and reclamation. Testing in this context ensures that repaired or overhauled equipment maintains its original level of safety. The intent is to take a machine and retest it to the original version of the standard it was initially built to, or to test the unit to the most current version of the standard and do a gap analysis between the two. An example could be a large, complex flameproof motor that may be in a state of disrepair, but due to its size and cost, it would be more cost-effective to repair it versus replace it. Each IEC 60079 standard delves into specific protection concepts, and the testing requirements are tailored to ensure that this equipment meets those concepts. However, testing of EX equipment is not the manufacturer's sole responsibility. Once it's placed into service, operations people need to do periodic testing outside of the typical performance of a product to ensure compliance. For example, under restricted breathing, it is a requirement to periodically test the equipment to ensure that it's still functioning correctly and maintaining its sealing properties. Regarding intrinsic safety, we must also do an insulation resistant test on the equipment before placing it into service. Specific requirements for ongoing maintenance are spelled out within the various 60079 standards and must be incorporated into a company's ongoing maintenance process to ensure safety. So, let's bring it all together. Testing isn't just about compliance. It's about ensuring that hazardous location electrical equipment is robust in the face of potential ignition sources. It's about creating a defense system that goes beyond standards and ensuring safety even when exposed to the elements and the environment in which it is used. As professionals in explosion protection, our dedication to the intricacies of testing is a commitment to safety. It's about creating an environment where every piece of equipment is a trustworthy guardian in hazardous locations and embracing a culture of precision and safety. It ensures that every test is a step towards a safer workplace. For those of you who want to learn more, feel free to visit academy.bartec.com, your digital learning hub. Subscribe and enjoy our learning offering in explosion protection awareness and competency. Follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit bartec.com. Reach out to me and I will personally answer your question. Thank you for joining us today to explore why testing hazardous location equipment is so crucial. It is not just something the manufacturer does, it also involves an ongoing commitment by the user. This video completes our series of explosion protection professional EXPP awareness. Log into BARTEC Academy, register for the EXPP awareness program, complete the test, participate in our forums, and obtain your BARTEC Academy EXPP awareness certificate.
If you want to go beyond explosion protection awareness to reach a higher level of competency and compliance, please visit our Academy website. Email at academy@bartec.com, call us at 281-214-8542, or reach out to any of our partners and BARTEC offices worldwide. It would be our pleasure to send you the brochure and information about our digital and in-person explosion protection professional competency certification program. You will receive a BARTEC Academy EXPP certificate and have the option to obtain your IEC EX certification of personnel competency for you and your whole team.